knew that there is racism there. It's different from the racism here. But wow. And I knew that there was like jealousy and envy inside the firm to the newer, sort of fresher, interesting members. But wow, wow, and wow. Talk about what's going on with Meghan Markle and the royals.
I think, first of all, there is no difference, okay, between the racism that plays out in the United States and the racism that plays out in the United Kingdom. There is an institutional power in place that supports a system that allows white privileged men like Jeremy Clarkson to get published with such, vitriol, because there is a system in place that targets those that it wishes to oppress by racializing and marginalizing them. This is white privilege, everybody. Welcome to white privilege. And the reality here when it comes to the royal family, let me tell you, my biggest takeaway, aside from their beautiful love story, of course, is that the real villain in the persecution of Harry and Meghan is the royal family. The royal family is the most powerful and oldest family in Britain, right? And part of one of the oldest institutions. They tacitly fed, approved, turned a blind eye to a toxic combination of misogyny, racism, and sexism against Meghan Markle, a member of their own family. Now, people, please, how am I meant to trust the King Charles, his Queen Consort Camilla, or Prince William, or any of the senior royals, when they cannot even protect their own? If they cannot stand up and support their own in terms of mental health, why should I take them seriously when they talk about mental health? If they cannot address issues of racism within their own institution, within their own family, why should I trust them for one single second that they're looking out for somebody like me? So yeah. I think that the biggest takeaway is that the family does not want to change. But listen, this is 2022, people. And I've always questioned the relevance of the monarchy. It's outrightly incompatible with the hard-fought rights that common people like me, those before me, have fought for. It makes no sense. And they keep abusing the power that they have simply for their own use. The only good thing that the royal family have been able to achieve in all of its existence is its own survival.
Hello squaddies, welcome back to the channel. Today we are getting into a real conversation. Dr. Shola's fiery breakdown on MSNBC with Joy Reid calling out the messy, best coverage Meghan Sussex faced in 2022. And let's be honest, Meghan has been catching strays for years. Not regular criticism, I'm talking weird, obsessive, microscope level nonsense. The kind where if she breathes wrong, it's a headline. So when someone like Dr. Shola jumps on MSNBC with Joy Reid and just says it out loud, no sugarcoating, that hits different because regular people have been seeing it. This isn't some deep academic thing. It's simple. You know when someone in your workplace gets judged way harder than everyone else, same job, same effort, but suddenly they're difficult, too much, not a team player. Yes, that kind. Meghan walked into a system where if she's confident, she's aggressive. If she's quiet, she's cold. If she succeeds, it's threatening. If she struggles, it's her fault. You can't win that game. It's rigged from the start. And what Dr. Shola basically did was flip the table. Like, no, we are not going to pretend this is just some media criticism or royal tradition. Call it what it is. Bias, ugly, loud, and consistent. And the wildest part, people act shocked every time this gets said out loud. Shocked? Really? We watched this same movie with Diana. Same script, just updated casting. Only difference now, Meghan got an extra layer, race. And that made folks extra uncomfortable because now the quiet stuff, the stuff people pretend not to see, it's harder to ignore. And let's be real for a second. Regular people don't care about royal protocols or who bowed to who. They care about fairness. They're looking at this like, wait, so if I get into a powerful space, work hard, keep it classy, I can still get dragged like this? That's the part that hits a lot of people because it's just not about Meghan anymore. It's about anyone who's ever felt singled out, misunderstood, judged before they even opened their mouth. Dr. Shola did not just defend Meghan Sussex. She basically said, stop playing dumb. We see what's happening here. And honestly, that's why it felt loud. Not because it was dramatic, but because it was familiar. And when something feels familiar, people often get uncomfortable. Good, they should. Before all the crowns and curtsies, Meghan was outside living her best life, acting on suits, running her blog The Tig, doing UN work, speaking, traveling, moving like a real person with hobbies and opinions. Then boom, new environment says, yeah, we love you. Just remove everything that makes you you. Huh? Imagine getting your dream job and the HR is like, congrats, now delete your Instagram, quit your side hustles, stop seeing your friends, and also don't talk too much. You'd be like, so you had me or a cardboard cutout? That's what this feels like to regular people, because it's not just even about royalty, it's about control. It's that moment where a system looks at you and goes, we like you, but only the version of you we can manage. And suddenly your past achievements, irrelevant, your personality, tone it down, your voice, maybe less of that. Next thing you know, you're sitting there like, wait, where did I go? And the wildest part, they still expect you to smile. Smile while disappearing. That's crazy. And let's talk about that blog getting wiped. That's like someone telling you to delete years of your life. Your thoughts, your hustle, your creativity, all gone. Regular people felt that one deep, because nowadays your work, your content, your side projects, that's your identity, that's your receipt. So watching someone have to rest that, it's like watching someone get politely edited out of their own story. And leaving the suits, that's not just quitting a job, that's walking away from something you built. People don't do that lightly. You don't just wake up and say, yeah, let me abandon my career for vibes. There's pressure there, real pressure. And this is the part that hits home. A lot of people have been in spaces where they had to choose, be full yourself and risk everything, or play the role and slowly lose yourself. That's not a role problem, that's a life problem. Workplaces, relationships, friend groups, same script. So when people watch this whole situation, they're not just seeing some palace drama, they're seeing what happens when a system says, we don't want your full story, just the parts that makes us comfortable. And honestly, that's very exhausting, because nobody wakes up wanting to be smaller, but a lot of people know exactly what the pressure feels like. Let's cut the royal music for a second. This whole thing with the British royal family, people act like it's just fancy hats and waving from balconies. No, it's power, old power, that kind that smiles nice but keeps the same guest list. And here's what regular people clocked quick. You can't be the face of a whole global club, all these countries, all these cultures, and still somehow look like a very exclusive family WhatsApp group. The math ain't mathing. Then you bring in Meghan Sussex and suddenly everybody is uncomfortable. Why? Because she did not fit the template. And some systems, they don't like remix versions. They want the original file. Same format, no updates. So what happens? Instead of adjusting, they start adjusting you. They start controlling you. Be less this, show less that. Maybe don't stand out so much. It's giving, we invited you, but we did not expect you to actually exist like this. And the visa stuff, the representation stuff, that's where regular people go, okay. So it's not just the vibes, it's policy too, because people leave this. You apply for something, job, visa, opportunity, and you already know some folks are walking through a different door. Same building, different entrance. No announcement, no signboard, just you feel it. That's why this whole conversation isn't just about royal drama. It's that bigger question, who actually gets to belong and who just gets tolerated. Big difference. Belonging equals you can relax, be yourself, grow. Being tolerated means don't mess up, don't be loud, don't take up space. And guess which one feels like walking on eggshells 24/7? Exactly. So when people hear all this talk about tradition and how things have always been done, they're like, cool, but who was things working for? Because if a system only works smoothly for one type of person, it's not smooth, it's selective. And let's call it what it is. And the Meghan situation just made that visible. She exposed the system, like someone turned the lights on at a party and suddenly you see who's actually comfortable and who's been standing by the wall the whole time. Very awkward. And honestly, that's why folks keep talking about these situations, not because they're obsessed with royalty, but because they recognize that feeling of being managed instead of being welcomed. Different setting, same energy, and people are tired of pretending they don't see it. When people mention Princess Diana and Meghan Sussex together in the same lines, in the same sentence, some folks get awkward. Regular people are like, yes, same vibe, not the same story, but the same pattern, and it is very clear. A woman walks into power and does not stay quiet. Suddenly she's too emotional. Suddenly she's difficult. Suddenly she's a problem. Old script, recycled. Diana stepped out, chaos. Meghan stepped out, chaos 2.0. And this is where it hits. It's not about royalty. It's about being pushed into a box. Be nice, be quiet, don't take up space. Soon as you don't, you're the issue. Diana showed feelings and she was labeled fragile. Meghan spoke up. They said she's bringing trouble. Same energy. People recognize this. Work, family, everywhere. You move different, people rewrite your whole personality. That's why the comparison won't die. It's not gossip. It's a warning people can feel. Speak up and watch what happens. That's what sticks to a lot of people. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this podcast. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm your host, Miles. I'll catch you in the next episode. Please like our podcast, share with it friends, family, and relatives. Subscribe to our channel for more of the hottest, realest, hottest, and unfiltered commentary. I'll catch you in the next episode. I love you all and goodbye. May God bless you all for watching this video again and for supporting the channel. And please, let's keep supporting Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex together. Let's make this channel a huge success. Thank you all and I love you.